Picture this moment. You're walking through the same home you've cherished for decades, and suddenly, everything feels different. That familiar step into the living room now feels like climbing a mountain.
The bathroom doorway, that never caught your attention, suddenly seems impossibly narrow.
The kitchen counter, that was always perfect, now strains your back every time you prepare a meal. If this resonates with you, you're certainly not alone.
Millions of Americans reach their 60s and 70s only to discover that the homes they love have quietly transformed into daily obstacles, standing between them and the independent life they want to continue living.
The typical response from contractors: it'll cost you $50,000 to make your home senior-friendly. Home modification experts suggest tearing out half your house and starting over. But what if I told you that's complete nonsense? My name is Robert Chen, and 3 years ago, I stood exactly where you might be standing today, at 68, recently retired, living in a 2-story home that was slowly becoming my prison. Every stair felt steeper. Every doorway felt tighter. Every simple task felt more challenging. Today, at 71, I'm living independently and comfortably in the same home. I thought I'd have to leave. I didn't spend a fortune. I didn't gut my house. I didn't sacrifice the character and memories that make this place home. I simply discovered that everything we're told about aging in place is fundamentally wrong. The great aging in place myth. Before I show you what actually works, let me destroy the biggest myths that keep seniors trapped in homes that no longer serve them, or spending their life savings on unnecessary modifications. The expensive renovation myth. This is perhaps the most costly lie in home modification. The truth? Most safety improvements cost less than a nice dinner out and can be implemented in minutes, not months. Think about it. The biggest hazards in your home aren't structural problems requiring contractors. They're simple obstacles that can be addressed with smart, inexpensive solutions. The problem isn't that your house is fundamentally flawed. The problem is you're using solutions designed by companies that profit from expensive renovations. The ugly institution myth. Home modification companies love showing you grab bars that look like hospital equipment, ramps that scream, "Disabled person lives here," and lighting that feel like a doctor's office. This is backwards thinking. The best senior-friendly modifications are invisible improvements that make your home safer and more comfortable, while actually enhancing its beauty and value. The independence versus safety false choice. This assumes that staying safe means giving up the activities and independence you love. But what good is independence if you're constantly worried about falling or struggling with daily tasks? Smart home modifications actually increase your independence by removing the barriers that slow you down. The safety foundation strategy. The biggest fear for most seniors isn't crime or natural disasters, it's falling in their own home. But the solutions you've been shown are all wrong. When I started my transformation, I was terrified of falling. Every step felt uncertain. Every surface felt slippery. Every movement felt risky. But instead of turning my home into a medical facility, I discovered how to eliminate fall risks while actually making my home more beautiful. The invisible safety revolution. Most people think safety modifications have to be obvious and ugly. Those chrome grab bars that scream, "Old person lives here." The industrial-looking railings that make your home feel like a hospital. But the most effective safety improvements are the ones nobody notices. I made a list of every area where I felt unsteady, every surface that seemed slippery, every transition that felt challenging. Then I found solutions that enhanced my home's beauty while solving the safety problem. The lighting transformation. Most falls happen because of poor visibility, not physical obstacles. I spent one weekend adding LED strip lights under kitchen cabinets, motion-activated night lights in hallways, and brighter bulbs in reading areas. The result? My home felt more elegant and welcoming while becoming dramatically safer. The total cost was less than $200. Strategic flooring solutions. Everyone assumes that you need to replace all your flooring with non-slip surfaces. That's expensive and unnecessary. Instead, I identified specific high-risk areas. The transition between kitchen and dining room, where I always felt unsteady. The bathroom entry, where water sometimes made the floor slippery. The stairs, where carpet was worn smooth. Strategic area rugs with non-slip backing, textured strips on stair edges, and bathroom mats that actually stayed in place. Problem solved. For under $50. Beautiful handrails. Handrails don't have to look medical. They can be beautiful. Architectural features that happen to provide stability. I worked with a local carpenter to install elegant wooden handrails that matched my home's style. Along the stairway, down the hallway, even a subtle rail along the kitchen counter where I do most of my meal prep. These rails look like intentional design elements, but provide security and confidence with every step. The accessibility revolution. Now let's talk about making your home truly functional for your current and future needs. This isn't about installing medical equipment in every room. This is about smart modifications that make daily life easier while preserving the character you love. The Kitchen Command Center. The kitchen is the heart of most homes. But traditional kitchen design creates challenges as we age. Reaching high shelves, bending to low cabinets, standing for long periods while cooking. I didn't gut my kitchen. I made strategic improvements that transformed how it works. I moved everyday items from high cabinets and low drawers to the easy reach zone between waist and eye level. Heavy appliances came down from high shelves. Frequently used dishes moved from low cabinets to convenient drawers. The magic happened when I installed pull-out drawers in existing cabinets. Suddenly, everything was accessible without reaching, stretching, or straining. For cooking comfort, I created a kitchen where I could work while seated. A rolling cart served as a mobile prep station, a comfortable stool at counter height, and reorganized storage, so everything I needed was within arm's reach. The Bathroom Independence Project. The bathroom should be a place of privacy and dignity, not a source of anxiety and struggle. I replaced my shower curtain with a glass door that wouldn't cling or blow around, added a built-in corner seat that looked like a design element, not medical equipment, installed a handheld shower head with a long hose for flexibility. Showering became enjoyable again instead of a daily challenge. Living room comfort. Your living room should be a place of relaxation and entertainment, not a furniture obstacle course. I found a beautiful recliner with a lift function that helped me stand up easily. Arranged furniture to create clear walking paths with convenient rest stops. Added side tables within easy reach of every seating area so drinks, books, and remotes were always accessible without stretching or getting up. The budget-friendly strategy. Now we get to the crucial part, making these improvements without spending your retirement savings. Everything you've been told about home modifications is designed to separate you from your money. The contractor markup trap. Traditional advice says you need professional contractors for every home modification. This advice will guarantee you spend 10 times more than necessary. When contractors see senior home modifications, they see dollar signs. The same grab bar and that costs $15 at the hardware store gets installed for $250. If you can operate a screwdriver and follow simple instructions, you can install most safety modifications yourself for a fraction of the cost. My three-phase budget strategy. I approached my home modifications with 3 distinct phases. Phase 1, do-it-yourself foundation, simple improvements, requiring no special skills and minimal tools. Phase 2, strategic professional help, modifications requiring expertise, but where I provided materials and supervised the work. Phase 3, long-term investment, major improvements, spaced out over time, as needs developed and budget allowed. Immediate impact modifications. These changes cost less than $50 each, take less than an hour to complete, and provide immediate safety and comfort improvements. Lighting upgrades throughout the house for better visibility cost under $100 and took 1 afternoon to install. The impact was dramatic improvement in safety and comfort. Non-slip solutions, area rugs with rubber backing, adhesive strips for bathroom and stairs. Rubber mats that stay in place cost under $75, took 2 hours to install, and significantly reduced fall risk. Organization systems using drawer organizers, hooks and racks, labels and containers, and cost under $60, took 1 weekend to install and made daily tasks easier and less frustrating. Technology integration. Technology can either be your greatest ally in aging in place or your biggest source of frustration. The key is choosing simple, reliable solutions that actually solve real problems. The voice control revolution. Voice-activated assistants seemed intimidating at first, but they've become some of my most useful home modifications. Turn on the living room lights. Set a timer for 20 minutes. What's the weather today? Call my daughter. No fumbling for switches in the dark. No forgetting cooking timers. No struggling to dial phone numbers with arthritic fingers. The learning curve, was about 1 week. The daily benefit has been enormous. Smart lighting solutions, smart light bulbs and switches, and controlled by voice, smartphone, or automated schedules. Lights that gradually brighten in the morning to ease waking up. Automatic nighttime lighting that guides you safely to the bathroom. Motion sensors that illuminate your path without blinding you. These systems are now simple to install, affordable to buy, and designed for people who don't want to become technology experts. Safety monitoring, personal emergency response systems have evolved far beyond the old commercials. Modern systems include fall detection, medication reminders, health monitoring, and GPS tracking for when you're away from home. The key is finding systems that provide peace of mind without feeling intrusive or limiting your independence. Maintaining social connections. One of the biggest challenges of aging in place isn't physical modifications or technology integration. It's maintaining the social connections that make life meaningful and enjoyable. But isolation doesn't have to be the price of independence. The community integration strategy, staying in your own home, can sometimes mean losing touch with neighbors, friends, and community activities. But with intentional planning, your home can become a hub for social connection. I made my home more welcoming for visitors, created comfortable spaces for entertaining, and developed systems that made hosting easier rather than more stressful. Simple changes that make your home more accessible for friends and family with their own mobility challenges benefit everyone. A ramp or handrail at the front entrance helps everyone. Well-lit pathways provide safety for all visitors.
Comfortable seating arrangements accommodate different physical needs.
Building your support network, building relationships with neighbors, creates a natural support system that enhances safety and social connection. Neighbors who check on each other during storms, friends who can provide rides to appointments, community connections that provide both practical help and social engagement. This network develops naturally when you're visible and engaged in your neighborhood rather than isolated in your home. The long-term plan. The most successful aging-in-place strategies aren't rigid systems that become obsolete as your needs change. They're flexible approaches that can evolve with your changing capabilities and preferences. Planning for change. Your physical capabilities will change over time. That's not pessimistic, that's realistic planning that prevents crisis situations. The modifications you need at 65 may be different from what you need at 75 or 85. Planning for this evolution prevents the need for emergency modifications during health crises. Staged implementation, rather than implementing every possible modification immediately. Plan modifications in stages that correspond to changing needs. Immediate safety modifications that address current concerns. Medium-term improvements that anticipate likely changes. Long-term adaptations that prepare for potential future needs. Professional consultation. Regular assessments by occupational therapists or other professionals who can evaluate your home's suitability for your current and anticipated needs. These consultations can identify problems before they become dangerous. suggest modifications before they become urgent, and help you plan financially for future adaptations. Your 90-day transformation plan. You now have the complete roadmap for transforming your home into a safe, comfortable, and beautiful place where you can age gracefully and independently. But knowledge without action is worthless. The first 30 days Safety Foundation. Conduct a comprehensive safety assessment of your entire home. Implement immediate lighting improvement throughout the house. Install essential bathroom safety features like grab bars and non-slip surfaces. Create clear walking paths by rearranging furniture strategically. Set up emergency communication systems and contact networks. Days 31 to 60, comfort and function. Reorganize kitchen storage for easy access to daily necessities. Implement bedroom modifications for easier rest and movement. Install simple technology solutions for lighting and communication. Begin building relationships with reliable help for maintenance and repairs. Create comfortable spaces for social activities and entertaining. Days 61 to 90, optimization. Develop staged plans for future modifications as needs change. Research and budget for potential professional modifications. Establish regular maintenance systems and seasonal preparation routines. Document all modifications and create accessible information systems. Review and adjust your plan based on what you've learned during implementation. The most important decision. Everything I've shared comes down to one critical decision. Will you take action today to make your home work better for your current and future needs?
Or will you continue to struggle with a home that no longer serves you?
Every day you delay makes daily life more challenging and potentially less safe. Your current capabilities don't matter. Your home's age doesn't matter. Your budget constraints don't matter. What matters is starting now. With whatever you have, wherever you are, making the modifications that will have the biggest impact on your daily life. The compound effect. You don't need to transform your entire home perfectly from day one. Small and consistent improvements compound over time into dramatic results. Start with one room. Master those modifications, then move to the next area. Each successful project builds confidence for the next challenge. Each improvement makes your home work better while you plan the next enhancement. Your future self. 10 years from now, you'll either look back with gratitude that you made your home work for your changing needs, or with regret that you continued to struggle unnecessarily with daily challenges. The perfect time to start is now. The perfect budget is whatever you have available. The perfect plan is the one you actually implement. Your independence and safety begin with the decision you make right now, today, in this moment. Don't let your future self down. Your home has the potential and to support your independence, enhance your safety, and increase your comfort for decades to come. The modifications don't have to be expensive, institutional looking, or overwhelming to implement. They just need to be thoughtful, appropriate for your needs, and implemented consistently over time. The time for struggling with an unsuitable home is over. The time for taking control of your environment is now. Your perfect, aging-in-place home is waiting. Let's go create it.